What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Neeks Sports. This is your match preview for Luton Town versus Manchester United in the Carabao Cup this evening. Actually, yes, it's been a very interesting couple of days, few days at Manchester United. A lot going on, obviously on the pitch and off the pitch. And I think we just need to get back to some level of sanity, some bit of positivity, and I think a win in this game will do a lot for our positivity. I think, and I say a lot because I think the fan base is very reactionary. The fan base is very reactionary. A loss, we go completely into meltdown. We win, and we are the best team in the world. And I think that's the stage we're at. And I think just for the sake of the players, the manager, and just the atmosphere around the club, I think a win against Luton is imperative. And I don't think I'll say that a win against Luton is imperative. Like, who are Luton? It's it's not that they're not a big club. It's not a big competition. But I just think anything other than a win, and I'm talking about a comfortable win. If we were to win the game 1-0 or even a 2-0, I think you're still going to get a lot of dissenters, a lot of angry voices with Manchester United. Whether you think it's right, whether you think it's wrong, that's just the reality. I think that's what we're going to see. So I think we need a win, and we need a comfortable win against Luton. And I'm confident. I'm always confident when it comes to Man United, unless we're playing like one of the elite. And I'm talking, if we're playing Liverpool, Man City, and then we're talking about the elite in Europe, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona. That's when I'm like, PSG even to an extent. I'll be like, yeah, we might not, maybe a draw, or we might lose the home leg, the away leg, and win the home, that kind of thing. I'm always confident about Manchester United. As much as I'm real that I know the situation we are in is not ideal, I have to be confident about Manchester United. So going into this game, yes, we know that there's issues in terms of our fitness because we didn't have much of a pre-season, but the level that we are compared to Luton Town, it's not an excuse. It can never be used as an excuse. Even if we played as bad as we did against Crystal Palace, I'd expect us to beat Luton Town easily. That's the levels between the two sides, and anything less than that, comfortable win, will be disappointing. But the win is the most imperative thing. A win, and I want to see the players getting back to a level. I don't expect that based on the Crystal Palace game, we're going to get back to 100% match fitness and playing and spraying the ball around, silky. I'm not expecting that straight away, but I want to see a marked improvement in individual performance and team performance. Because I think the reality is, I think the main issue against Crystal Palace was individually, and individually, from back to front, we were poor, which meant that the whole team as a whole were poor. But I think if we get the individual performances right, then I think it's going to be a comfortable win and a comfortable performance. In terms of the team, now of course there's issues in terms of fitness, there's issues in terms of availability, who's actually trained, who hasn't, who's quarantining. Even though that we saw a few names who weren't even in the squad, the likes of Nemanja Matic on Saturday. We saw some bigger names who weren't on the who were on the bench, the likes of Wan-Bissaka, Greenwood, for example. Fred was on the bench as well. So I'm expecting a few of those people to come back in. But also a lot of those players who did play, and you're thinking, well, it's Luton Town. They shouldn't have to play. Save them for Brighton. No, I think some of these actually need games. Pogba needs games. I'm 100% sure that Pogba needs games. I'm not sure what Van der Beek's pre-season has been like. I'm not sure what he's been doing over in Netherlands, but I want to see him starting, for example. I'm going to bring up my team just now. So I'm going with Dean Henderson in goal. I think we're pretty much sure. I think Solskjaer came out and said that Dean Henderson's going to be starting in goal. I'll go with Wan-Bissaka at right back. I think he only had one training session before the Crystal Palace game, so I understand why he didn't start. But playing matches is the best way to get back to match fitness. So I want to see Wan-Bissaka starting this game. I will go with Shaw and Maguire. Again, that they need to play games. Shaw's been out injured for a while before lockdown, so he needs to get as many games under his belt. He was at fault for one of the goals, or culpable for one of the goals, should I say? So he needs to get back up to speed ASAP. So I think this is a good game. And I'm talking about some of these key players is probably 60 minutes, and you take them off and you rotate. Maguire, the same thing. Bailly, I want to see Bailly start for two reasons. One, I think that is the best partnership we have available, Maguire and Bailly. And two, he needs to prove his fitness. He needs to prove that he can actually get through 90 minutes, then another 90 minutes, and then another 90 minutes, and maybe prove to Solskjaer that he can be relied on. He hasn't done that so far in his Man United career. So I want to see Bailly starting. Lindelof and Maguire starting against Luton. It's not going to teach me anything. I'm still going to go into the Brighton game on the weekend thinking they're not good enough. It's not going to teach me anything. Granted, Bailly and Maguire playing together is not going to really teach me anything either. But I want to see Bailly get games. I want to see Bailly get minutes in his legs and prove to Solskjaer and the rest of us that he can be available for Manchester United. As I said, the team looks, fairly strong, but I will go Pogba. Pogba in these games. Pogba couldn't string a 5-yard pass. He couldn't string a 5-yard pass together on Saturday. That is purely down to match fitness. Nothing to do with tactics or the position he's playing or anything like that. Purely down to match sharpness. Because anyone can string a 5-yard pass. I remember he passed the ball. Van der Beek won it back. No, sorry, Van der Beek. Bruno won it back. Gave it back to him. He lost the ball again. Like, that was a terrible, poor personal performance from Paul Pogba. I think he needs to get games under his belt. So I want to see him start in this game and potentially play 90 minutes. I think our game against Brighton, I believe it's on Saturday. I'll double check that now, which means what? It's Tuesday. So he's got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that if he needs to, rest, recover, train, all that kind of stuff. It's not like we're playing on a Thursday and we've got a Sunday game. Let me just get the Man United fixtures up. So our game against Brighton, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday, 12:30 kickoff. So we've got enough time. So I want to see Pogba potentially playing the whole 90 minutes. Or at least 60, minimum 60 minutes. He needs to get under his belt. Fred, I want to see Fred come in. As I said, I'm not 100% sure why Fred didn't start against Crystal Palace. I feel he would have been a better option as a defensive midfielder than McTominay. McTominay is a box-to-box player. He hasn't proved that he can play as a defensive midfielder. Of course, Matic is better than both of them. So I've got Fred in now. I don't know Matic's situation in terms of availability, training, etc. So if he's available, he may be in there for Fred because he wasn't even in the squad. So maybe he'd be on the bench for this game and come on, get another 30 minutes or so, and then potentially be ready for Brighton. But I would like to see Fred in this game. He ended the season well against Sevilla in the Europa League. I feel he should have started if he was available. And I would like to see him play this game alongside Pogba with Van der Beek in the number 10 position. Jay Spurs asks, why not play Van der Beek where Pogba is and play Lingard in the 10? And I don't know if you're joking, but does that mean dropping Pogba completely? I want Pogba to get games. And additionally, Lingard's supposed to be going to your club, Jay Spurs. So I'm not trying to get him injured before you lot give us 30 million for him. So yeah, we just keep Lingard on ice, ready, seal, wrap him up in cotton wool and deliver him to, I don't even know what your training gown's called, but we deliver him there. And I expect to see a load of people on the outside like you did when you welcome Bale. I want you to welcome Lingard. Lingardinho, Messi Lingard. I want you to welcome him the same way. And as a matter of fact, tell Bale to give Lingard a 9 because he deserves it. So yeah, Van der Beek in the 10, 100%, because when he came into Manchester United, he does interviews and he says Solskjaer spoke to him. Solskjaer spoke to him and said he wants him in and around the 18-yard box, making late runs into the box and getting on the end of things. And I think a lot of his goals have come from one-touch finishes, which means that his position, his off-the-ball movement and position in the box is very, very good. And he finds space and the ball, sometimes people become a magnet. You put yourself in the right position, the ball comes in and one-touch finish, Van der Beek can be on the end of it. And I want to see him get used to the players that he's going to be playing with more so as the season goes on. So I think this is a good game to start Van der Beek. Greenwood, I would start him from, I'll bring him on from the start today as opposed to the 45 minutes he had against Crystal Palace. And as Franklin Capolin says, James is supposedly leaving to Leeds. He is. I've heard that. I'm not 100% sure because a lot of things get said about Manchester United. However, if he doesn't go to Leeds, then he is going to be our backup for the wing. The left-hand side is his best side. So if he's going to stay, I don't know. Solskjaer would know more than me. But if he's going to stay, then I would like to see him on the left, getting some minutes, getting some confidence into it. So if he's playing for us, then cool. He's ready to make an impact off the bench, or even start if necessary. But I think I would start, because what's the other option? There's Lingard, who's also potentially leaving. Pereira, who shouldn't be at the club anyway. Mata, who, I mean, Mata shouldn't be playing for us. Mata can maybe come off the bench in a game like this. If I'm going to be completely honest, he has no future at Man United. So everyone's in every other option other than Rashford, for that left-hand side, is a potential player that who is either leaving or shouldn't be here. So if I put Lingard there, you could say the same thing. And Igala up front. I was contemplating Martial, because he looked rusty against Crystal Palace as well as a lot of players did, miss controlling the ball and that kind of thing. So maybe he needs minutes. A lot of them need minutes. A lot of them need match sharpness. But I just felt, you know what? We can't go with the whole first 11 against Luton. That's ridiculous. So we had to rotate somewhere. And as you can see, the defence with Wan-Bissaka, Maguire and Shaw, that's pretty much our first choice defence. I would hope Bailly is a part of that. But, as it stands, he's not. And then Pogba being there, that would be 4. I would say at least 4, Greenwood 5 out of the 11 is first team players. Everyone else is either second choice or rotation. Rodney says, I swear Maguire's played every game for United since he joined. He has. Now, again, I'm not behind the scenes. So if he is tired, then of course, rest him 100%. Don't play him if he's tired. I don't want this whole overplaying of players again. So if he is tired, rest him, have him ready for Brighton. I don't think he's played every game. I think he definitely played every league game. I think there may have been a cup game that he didn't play in the FA Cup, possibly. But maybe he did play every game. That could be completely wrong. So yeah, that's why the team does look strong, but we need the match sharpness. That's correct. Junior Hussein says VDB Van de Beek, of course, is also good with his quick short passes in and around the box. He links up well. Yeah, and when he came on against Crystal Palace, we saw that. We saw the little quick sharp passes, 1-2s that he was trying to give. But I mean, that game was, it was in a bad state. It was in a bad state. He got his goal, but yeah, he couldn't do much more for us. And it was his first game, so it would be hard to, expect him to drag us out of that whole mire. It would have been good, but it would have been very hard to expect it. Jay Spurs says, what about Dalla? What happened to him? No, he's not that bad. I think in a back three, and he's playing as a wing back, I think he's very, very effective. He's not very good defensively, but I think he can offer something going forward, even as a fullback, especially in a game like this. We saw when he played against Shrewsbury last season, beat them 6-0. He started at right back. He got a goal. You don't have to be defensively solid in a game like this. So if this was a normal season where you've had pre-season and that kind of stuff, and this game comes around, you say, all right, Dalot can play with Brandon Williams, for example. But because of everything that I've just mentioned in terms of match sharpness and people needing it, I'm suggesting we play Wan-Bissaka, we play Shaw. But even if that was the case, Solskjaer probably still wouldn't play Dalot. He's been playing Fosu Mensah. He's played, I think, Ethan Laird. He come off the bench in the Europa League, or was that Mengi? I can't remember who it was. It might have been Mengi. Both of them were either in the squad anyway. Someone didn't mention Mengi earlier. Let me find that comment. Yeah, Junior is saying Mengi will play. I don't know if he's starting. Excited to see him play. I am excited to see Mengi play as well. Mengi, for me, is a better option than... No. I was going to say a better option than Lindelof at centre-back. The issue is, it's about partnerships. And I think the Lindelof-Maguire partnership just does not work. You need a quick player next to Maguire. You need that. Lindelof you say he's good at defending one-on-ones, but he's not strong enough and he's not quick enough. So he's always going to be an issue. And in the air, he's poor. So I just want a quick centre-back next to Maguire. Whether that be Mengi, whether that be Bailly, whether that be Tuanzebe. I think Mengi is actually a fullback by trade, but he can play centre-back either way, if I'm correct. But yeah, that's the team I'll go for. Big up again, Chang San. He said, I saw your clip on Football Terrace and enjoy it. So I subscribed to your channel. Thank you very much. Love from India. Thank you very, very much. Listen, I'm passionate about Manchester United, and I think there's a lot of, as I said at the beginning of the video, there's a lot of negativity right now that needs to dissipate because it's not helping anyone. It's not helping the team, and it's not helping some people's mental health. Because people are just angry for no reason. Yesterday, Man City started the game on fire, and everyone's up in uproar. Manchester United. Look, if Man City can play and they had the same preseason build up as us, how come we can't? And in the second half, they fell off. So it's, you know, everyone's not the same. We also always said for years, Manchester City have two squads. So to respect Manchester United's mishmash of a team, Dan Jay, McTominay, Fosu Mensah, to go out and do exactly the same what this Man City side did is unfair. It's unfair. We know Man City are levels above us right now, but it's just reactionary, very, very reactionary. And some people are pushing agendas. So whatever the case, they're going to, you know, go out hard on whether it's a player or a team. I'm not here for that. I try to keep a balanced view, a balanced opinion on what's going on at Manchester United. And I think with this team we put out there, I'm expecting a if we put this team, of course. But whatever team we put, that Solskjaer decides, I'm expecting a comfortable win, 3-0 away from home. I guess it's not going to be the same. You know, when you go to those away grounds, you know, very narrow, sometimes the pitch ain't great, but you got the crowd there as well, and the crowd are up for it because it's like their cup final. Depending, it's Man United, they've never done this before. The players are going in for tackles and that kind of stuff. I'm not sure you're going to get that same intensity. The players may be there, but there's no fans, and that takes away something, which should make it easier for the bigger side, which is us. So I'm expecting a comfortable 3-0 victory. I mean, I said 2-0 against Crystal Palace. So what do I know? But I'm going to back my team to the hill. It don't make any difference. And as I said, this game is very, very important for Manchester United and very, very important for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because the knives are being sharpened as we speak. And they will be out in their droves if we don't get a positive result and a good performance today. 8:15 kickoff. So what? 2 hours and 20 minutes from now. Boys got to go out and do the job. They have to. Guys, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you soon.